Brought to you by...
Hey friends, today I made the mistake of signing my name to a scrap of paper, imprinting it with a drop of blood, knocking 22 times, and inviting in the Midnight Man. Painfully generic by today's standards, and like many these days, based upon a creepypasta, we are dropped in on a snowy night in an ailing woman's sprawling mansion. Her teenage daughter Alex and her best friend Miles discover a mysterious box hidden away in the attic. Inside are instructions for something called the Midnight Game, an ancient pagan ritual said to summon the player's greatest fears. It all seems like harmless fun, until they unwittingly summon the terrifying spirit of the Midnight Man, an unholy force who pits them against their darkest demons, turning the house into a labyrinth of horrors, and dares them to try and survive. This film features performances from Nightmare on Elm Street alumni Lynn Shay, better known these days for her work in the Insidious franchise, and Knife-Fingered Freddy himself, Robert Englund, the two of whom are the best parts of this film. Each of them delivering strong performances here, Robert Englund bringing his world-weary creep factor in full swing, while Lynn Shay hams it up with her portrayal of this dementia-riddled grandmother. She clearly had fun with this one, and I feel she knocked it out of the park. Unfortunately, our main protagonist did not do as well, providing us with some poorly executed performances that made their characters very hard to put any stock in. For some reason, right from the jump, these characters easily buy into everything involving the game, before anything really even begins to happen. Miles somehow goes from overly enthusiastic about the game to all-knowing of its rules and regulations in a matter of 2 scenes, while Alex shows next to no emotion for the majority of the piece, and delivers dialogue as if she doesn't even want to be there at all. The film tries to work in these emotional beats, one being where Alex basically confesses that she likes Miles and kisses him, that just fall incredibly flat due to their piss-poor delivery. That scene was actually pretty confusing to me, considering the way that the characters were set up. She invites him over as one would with their boyfriend early on, so I assumed that's what he was the entire time. Robert Englund shows up early in this film as the grandmother's doctor. Then sometime after everything starts hitting the fan, he is also given a swift shift and shows back up as the man with all the answers. His performance is deliciously macabre, but comes straight out of left field. In fact, the only consistent performance throughout this one is Lynn Shay. The film has no real character growth of any kind, and progresses its plot at a snail's pace. They do some pretty nice gore effects throughout the film, which I thought was an interesting way to go, given that many films like this are more tame in their death sequences. The creature design of the Midnight Man was pretty cool. I think the fact that he was this faceless being that would swap these little masks to add a smile or a frown to himself was a pretty unique way to go. The film is shot and lit very well, though they do use a fair bit of CGI enhancement to certain shots and effects that I could have done without. Personally, this one just fell flat for me overall. The plot didn't feel like it went anywhere, and the film felt like it was lacking any real purpose. I've got to give The Midnight Man a D+. This was one I was excited to see when it was first announced, so having it be just another disappointing mess really sucks. But there could be reasons for this beyond the filmmaker's control. If you guys have seen this one, let me know your thoughts down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Have you played the game? If so, what were your experiences? If you enjoyed today's video, please feel free to let me know. It's just a quick scroll down there to that comment section below. If you're enjoying the channel more than words can describe, shoot me a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe. If you'd like to show your support even more, come find ETF on Patreon or Tippy, where every pledge and every tip brings you rewards galore. Not to mention allowing me to bring you more films to explore. But all jokes and rhymes aside, if you have any films that you would like me to check out, or that you might like to see reviewed on this channel, Feel free to reach out to me here down in the comments or over on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And I will catch you all next time. Thanks for watching.